Welcome to the beta version of the ultimate demo for the game Epoch. I hope you're playing the official build and not that garbage stolen by my haters and leaked online. But even if you're that damn hacker who ripped off my build, I still wish you an enjoyable game. Though in that case, you're an absolute piece of shit. You know, I started working on this game when I was stuck in Turkey after February 24th. I was missing Russia, so I modeled a typical Russian apartment building entrance, and that's how it all began. That's how the whole Epoch development thing kicked off. Honestly, my dream is to make a game about penguins like worms, but I haven't mastered voxels or networking code yet. Game dev, you see, isn't like hauling sacks or grinding away in a factory. It's really tough. I won't spoil anything or stuff the demo with flamethrower shooters. Just wander around, explore the locations, and find all the hidden artifacts and photos I've scattered around. Maybe take a moment to reflect on life's deeper questions while you're at it. Meanwhile, let me tell you a bit about myself. On the only known living planet, on the largest continent, at the edge of a small town called Epoch, I was born, Valera Gorbanov. This game is about my life. There are reasons to be ashamed, there are reasons to be proud. It's always the same faces. So I came into this world in Epoch in '99, on February 24th. My dad was busting his ass at a factory in Odinsovo, while my mom taught kids how to play the accordion at a music school. I also had an older brother, Ilya. We didn't live large, but for me, life was good. At least we had a Sega Dreamcast, and I spent hours glued to Sonic Adventure until my brain felt like it was melting. I dreamed that if everyone on the planet gave me 1 ruble, I'd become a billionaire. I imagined how great it would be to live as a billionaire, but never thought much about how to become one. It was nice to just enjoy the feeling of a bright future waiting for me. Over time, doubts crept in. Maybe the cards wouldn't fall my way. It bugged me a little, but mostly I didn't care. I was too busy playing video games. Until I was 5 or 6, we lived in the Severny district. I had a ton of buddies there. I remember one older guy saved up a bunch of cash and couldn't decide between buying a bike or a cell phone. He ended up getting the bike. I'll never forget riding that bike together. My dad on the seat, me on the luggage rack, my mom on the frame, and my brother on the handlebars. Those were the days, but nothing beat zoning out in front of the Sega Dreamcast. Then we moved to another district, and I started school. Pretty quickly I realized school was total bullshit. Homework was the worst. Later I discovered the magic of cheat sheets and ready-made homework solutions, but tried not to overdo it with the shortcuts. One time my older cousin got a computer. I'd go to his place to play GTA Vice City. Occasionally, and I mean very rarely, he'd let me play too. Eventually, we got our own computer at home, and playing GTA became the highlight of my life. I remember when someone stole our dog, Black. We found him later, though. We also had a cat named Chester, named after Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park. We were crazy about their music, thanks to my uncle Leoka, who introduced us to it. Once I ordered a replica Lord of the Rings ring on eBay. It was amazing. The shipping from China took forever, so I opened a dispute, got my money back, and then the ring arrived anyway. That was a win. But later I lost it at a lake. It's probably still at the bottom somewhere. Just like in the movie. When I was 16, I read Marcus Aurelius and decided I was a philosopher, an ascetic stoic, a genius, playboy, and a visionary. Then I kept playing video games. Fast forward 10 years. Everything's still the same, yet everything's changed. Russia has aged and become uglier, just like me. The older we get, the more excuses we make for ourselves, the longer the list of weaknesses we've given into, and the more obvious our flaws become. Couldn't care less anymore would make a fitting epitaph for at least half the people on this earth. And now, in a world where no one gives a shit about anything, I'm trying to create something that matters. This whole thing's getting exhausting. I hope you care, player. And when you're done with this experimental demo, I hope you don't just fire up another game, queue up for a Dota match, binge watch another series, or fall down a YouTube rabbit hole. I hope you stand up, square your shoulders, slam your fist on the table hard enough to make your monitor jump, and do something. Something real. Make your day memorable. Or, hell, go to sleep and do nothing for a week. That's a bold move too. This isn't about inspiring you to hustle or preaching some motivational bullshit about self-improvement and productivity. I hate that stuff. Do whatever the fuck you want. Became revolutionary. Do something great or bad. Seriously, fuck off. Who am I to tell you what to do? Well, except maybe to sell you this game when it's out. So check out the graphics, soak in my pain, joy, and all these vibes. Ready? Welcome to Epoch.